Hey, what's going on, Card Pack? Welcome in. Today we're going to go over the top 10 baseball cards over the last week that went down. We're going to try to find some buying opportunities, and my preliminary look tells me there's a few already. Few reminders. If you want the audios from these videos, just go over to the podcast, link in description. Join the Card Pack newsletter. It's free. I send out, if I find any buys in my video, I send them out to the Card Pack newsletter about an hour before I publish the video. And of course, join the Sports Card Society. I mean, what are you doing? Every day I send an exclusive sports card investment pick, my sports card investment pick of the day, to my society members. I deliver it in a video format. I show the card. I show all my research and reasoning as to why I think this card is going to go up and what I plan on doing with it. For instance, this Kyler Murray, back in February, we were getting it for around $200. Here it is going for upwards of $400 a month later in March, and I expect that card to keep going up until football season. Chipper Jones in January got it for around $70. Here it is going for $225 in March. Kobe, $180 in January. Here it is going for $600 in March. LeBron, $175 in January, going for, here's one for $645 the next month. So a lot of good stuff there. It's only $12.99 a month or $129 a year. That's like 40 cents a day or less. And plus, there's a private Discord group, which I would argue is one of the best sports card investment Discords in existence. Because the people in there are serious, they're intelligent, they're active, they're helpful. It's an excellent community. So go ahead and hop in. I don't know what you're waiting for. The link is in the description. Let's dive into the content. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Click that notification bell because timing is everything. You need to know things as soon as possible. This content I'm bringing you today, it may be irrelevant by the end of the day. So you got to know stuff quick. And then, of course, lightly tap that like button. Here we are. I'm in the Market Movers tool. Price movement by card. I pull up baseball, PSA 10. I pick PSA 10 because the entire sports card market is based off, it starts at the PSA 10. It was like, hey, what's the PSA 10 price? All right, well, then what should the BGS 9.5 be? Okay, then what should the PSA 9 be? Okay, well, then what should the raw and graded card be? Everything starts at the PSA 10. All right, here we are. Michael Chavis being number one. He was top on the list yesterday, believe it or not, for going up the same exact card. What I tell you, things change quick. And no, Michael Chavis is not a pitcher. Let's pull up his chart. And he's down 46%. So he went down a lot in a day to change from number one on the list yesterday of going up to number one on the list of going down today. Popcorn of only $259. I said I wasn't a buyer on him yesterday. Definitely not a buyer today because, I mean, yesterday he was like $23. Now today, latest sale was $13. So he got cut in about half. Popcorn of $249. Don't need to look much further at this. Not a pitcher. I don't know why I said that yesterday. With that being said, I still think pitchers don't get enough love, and I think they are, I don't know when, but I think that they're due for a nice price increase. I don't know when, though. So I am not buying this card. I'm probably selling it, wondering why I ever had it. Next on the list, Derek Jeter, 1993 score. Pop count of 1789, down 35%. That really intrigues me. Derek Jeter, legend, Yankee royalty. Boy, that card. Doesn't he just look goofy? Doesn't he look... I mean, he looks... That technique, that position, that looks so... Does that look kind of just not skilled at all? Looks quite uncoordinated? It just does to me right away. That's what it says. I don't know. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. So here this card is going for $375 to start the week. And then a couple days later, it's going for $382. And then it's just been going down. $322, $268, $225. First of all, I'm going to pull this card back 90 days because this one really intrigues me. Pop count of only $17.89. Damn. 60 days ago. Could have got this card for $100. I need to get some coffee. Here it is hitting its high. Looks like of about 445, call it 450 in February. And it kind of hangs out around there till for another week or two, and then it kind of starts going down. Hits a bottom of 225, and then it starts going back up. We got up to 448 on the 17th of March, and now it's going back down. Here it is at 225. Man, tell you what, I don't see it going much lower than that. Let's go to eBay and see if there's any for sale, because if you can get it for around that, I am a buy on that. For sure, I'm a buy on that at that price. And yeah, $389. Yeah, no one's trying to sell it for that. I'd be a buy, but there's just none for sale. Goodness, damn! I was really hoping there would be. What are the auctions? Tell you what, there's probably some auctions. Let's take a look. Only 4 of them. Here's a 10 right there. PWCC. Watch out. I'm gonna put a link in the description to this with the auction, because if you can take a look at that, because asking price is one thing on the buy it nows, but I mean, it's been, here's a sale, 322, then 268, then 225. I'll put a link in the description for these auctions for you to go check them out. I mean, it's PWCC, so we'll see. But I'll put a link down there anyways, because if this card's on sale, it's a really good one to have in your investment portfolio, in my opinion, because it's Derek Jeter. He's a legend. He can tear his ACL tomorrow. It doesn't mean anything. It won't even make news. Next on the list, Eloy Jimenez, 2019 Topps base, pop count of 4642, down 32% on the week. If you don't know what pop count means, it means the number of that card in that grade in existence. So this card in the grade PSA 10, there are 4,642 in existence currently. This card started the week at $80, went up to $143. That's quite a jump, and then it went down. Age 66, 60, blah blah blah. Latest sale 66. Yeah, no, I mean, I like Eloy. Let's pull this back 60 days. I don't think I'm gonna be a buy. I think I'd be probably a hold. Looks like he worked his way up to the 80s, and so that sale's just ridiculous. Definitely not a buy on this one. I'm a hold, maybe a sell if you just want to cash out and put it into something else. That's what I would do. Royce Lewis, 2017 Bowman Draft Chrome, pop count of 769, down 29% on the week. By the way, if this tool I'm using here, this Market Movers tool, most important thing I use in sports card investing. It makes me a lot of money, saves me from making a lot of mistakes, saves me from losing a lot of money, helps me find some really good deals and some really undervalued cards. In modern sports card investing, you can't do sports card investing without a tool like this. And this, in my opinion, this is the best one on the market. So this is the one I use. That's why every video you see of me, I'm going through this, because this is exactly what I do, and I find a lot of winners. You know what I mean? So I'll put a link in the description for this Market Movers tool. Use code SOCIETY for 20% off your first month of your first year. I mean, you can come up here, you can select multiple players, multiple sets, multiple variations of those cards, multiple grades, and pull up all kinds of data. Go down here and compare and click ratios. Find, the 10 compared to the 9. What's the ratio? How much is the 10 going for compared to the 9? That's going to be really valuable. You can look at price changes. It'll show you how much this has changed over the last however many days. You can select, obviously, different days. You see me do that all the time. Anyways, you just got to have this. If you're serious about sports card investing, you got to have it. Eloy Jimenez, I'm not buying. I'm holding, maybe selling if I want to cash out. Same thing with, or that was Royce. Market Movers Romantic. I forgot to look, I thought it was Eloy still. All right, come on, pull back up. I doubt I'm going to buy on this one too. There it is. I mean, it's just, pull it back 60 days. Let me get some coffee while this loads. It's been going down overall the last 60 days. No reason I would really want to buy it now with the season starting up. Cards, typically when the season starts, they don't typically go up unless the person comes out on fuego, en fuego. And by that I mean exceeding expectations to enough of a degree to incite emotion in the market that they want that player's cards. That's exactly what I mean. Next on the list, so Royce, I'm selling or holding. Barry Bonds, ooh, now this is interesting. 1987 Donruss base, pop count of 1678. Down 26%. That's a fairly low pop count, and let's see what that price was. I think it was kind of, oh yeah, I know this one. Kind of hard to get a 10 on this one because these black borders just expose the littlest things, and it'll just go white. You can't, white on black, you see the white dings real quick, the little corner tick, the little edge wear, you see it, and that screws you out. And not to mention, you got to deal with the centering. You know, is this border same length as this border? This one with that one. This is a tough one. No wonder the pop count is only 1678. So this card started the week at 232, went up to 268, down to 171. Let me pull this back 90 days. So 90 days ago, you could have got this for 133 bucks. And it got up to a high, looks like, of around 300 bucks. And then there's another one at 280, 300 bucks, 289. It's been hanging out up there. And I don't know what happened this past week, but maybe it's on sale. Let's go to eBay and take a look. If I can get it for under 200 bucks. Because this card really looks like it should be, to me it should be around 250 looking at this chart. Let's look. Yeah, lowest one, 250. Like I said, 250. You can make a best offer on this one. Let's look at the auctions. We don't want lowest, we want ending soonest. 165, 100. So that's interesting. Let me take a closer look at this because if Barry Bonds is on sale, I mean, it was a no-brainer at if it was actually going to be under 200. And there's one at 268 on the 19th. I think at 250, this is a pretty solid buy still. Like, Barry, I just don't, I don't see much reason why this would go down much more. Plus, it's not one that I'm looking to quick flip. It's for $250 to have Barry Bonds in my collection, in my investment portfolio, rather. I mean, everything in my collection is for sale, for sure, at the right price. There may be no one in the world that's willing to pay some of those prices yet, but eventually there will be. In this, I see no reason. I mean, pop count of 1678. I feel all right at 250 on that one. As I said, that's probably about the right price, and it's on sale. Not on sale. It's probably about what it should be. But you've already seen it. We've already seen its high right here going to 300 a month ago, and it was hanging out around there, slightly going down. I'm not concerned if it goes down a bit more because I don't think it goes down too much. I think its floor is probably around 200. So if you buy a card at 250, it goes down to 200. Control your emotions. If you buy a Barry Bonds, in my opinion, at 250 and it goes down to 200, I don't think it goes below that. You got to just hold your emotions with the stuff. You can't look at the value of like cards like this, you can't look at the value of them every day. What I do is I'll go here, I'll set, because Market Movers has this little price alert, I'll set a above for a card like this. If I have it, I'll say, hey, when this card gets to 300, send me an alert. Click. You know what I'm saying? You can also do it as below, but I do that with cards I'm looking to buy. So if 250, maybe you don't want to buy it, you go, okay, well, when this card gets below 225, send me an alert, because then maybe I want to buy it. You know what I mean? Another thing Market Movers does. You can add this to your favorites, so it just automatically watches it. And then you can add it to your collection if you actually own it, which then you can go over to your collections tab. And it'll show you, it keeps track of all your cards for you, just like this, right on this chart and everything. Pretty cool stuff. And you can do it with sealed wax. This is my home base. This is my office right here, Market Mover. So use code Society for 20% off your first month, or your first year, whichever subscription you choose. So I'm a buy on this. I'll buy it at 250. Let's go to the next card. Frank Thomas. I might be a buy on this one too. Dang. Because when I see these legends going down, I'm like, that's when I buy them. Because there's no doubt in my mind they'll go back up. They're legends. They've done what they've done. There's always people wanting them. 1990 tops for Frank. Pop count of 2932, fairly low for that junk wax era. Down almost 24% on the week. It's a pretty classic rookie card of his. This is one of the top ones I think of for sure. Big hurt, more like big hunk. You ever seen those Nugenics commercials? They're like gag-worthy so many times. So this card started the week at 202. 172, 187, latest sale 154. Let's pull him back 90 days. Might be a buy on this one too. If I can get Legends on, yeah, look at that. 90 days ago, it was around $100. Hit a high of about 300, and several other sales, 260, 270 plus. And then it went down. Looks like it kind of hit a floor of about 160, 175, and then it popped back up to 200 some. Here it is down to 150. I don't see it going far below that. Let's go to eBay. See if you can find any for sale like that. 185 already, right off the bat. I dig that. Because what did I say that high was? Around 300. Damn. And it seems like, dang, okay, there's some good buys here. In my opinion. I'm sharing with you my opinions. I can't guarantee anything. This isn't actual financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing with you my thoughts and my opinions. You make your own decisions. I'm a buy on this one under $200. It just really seems obvious to me that I'm a buy on this under $200. I'll put a link for this in the description. Take a look at it. See what you think. Let me go back to that real quick. I want to show you something. Let me dive, I go through these charts kind of fast because I look at so many so often that I just read them like you read a book at this point. Again, this isn't a skill that I had when I first got this tool or when I first got back into sports card investing. But this is something after looking at so many charts over time, I can just kind of like they speak to me. And what I did is, there's a lot, I showed you here, I'm like, here it is, kind of going flat, but this is its floor. It's not really going anywhere. And then it pops up to about 300, right? So its floor here was about 100. And it's coming down. It looks like its new floor is around 150 to 175, right? So that's how I can see it, because you can see that acceleration, you can see it just kind of stop. And it's been enough time that it's kind of stopped that it has a pretty strong support here. That's one thing that I read into. There's a lot of other technical analysis and comparisons and stuff like that I look at. And what I realized was, I put all of that stuff, all this information, all my strategies, my whole recipe for finding undervalued cards that I believe that have a strong possibility of going up. I put them into a course called the Delta Factor, which is about 7-8 videos, about 3-4 hours of content. I lay out everything that I do to find buy signals. Like, see this green chart right here? This is the same player. This is 3 different cards of his, and these 2 are going down, but this one has been going up. And now it's starting to go down, but look what happened here. This one's going down, this one's going down, and this one went up for some reason? What is special about this one? That's interesting. Then it started to kind of tick down. I'm like, wait a minute. So this one has a stronger resistance to a down market. Imagine how powerful it is in an up market, a bull market. So that's a strong buy signal to me. There's a ton of things that I look at. Like these are comparisons that I made. There's a lot of different things I go over in the Delta Factor, and it served me very, very, very well. All those cards I show you with the Society, I use the Delta Factor to find that stuff. And plus you get a couple bonuses. You get a month free of the Society and a year access to the private Discord. Go ahead and check out the Delta Factor. Even if you're a seasoned vet, you'll be very happy you did. It's an excellent course. I spent a lot of time putting it together and a lot of thought. All right, Frank. I'm a buy on Frank. Link for everything in the description, of course. Eloy Jimenez. If you're liking this content so far, click that like button, please. Just lightly tap it, though. Don't want you to crack your screen on your phone or anything. Eloy Jimenez, 2019 Topps Chrome Pink Refractor. Whew. Pop count of only 321, down 23%. I'm just not buying too much active baseball players right now because it's just not the right time of year for the most part, unless I find something that just screams a deal at me. Good card. Low pop count. Started the week at 200. Latest sale of 150. Let's pull this one back 90 days. See where it's been, what the journey's been like. I mean, 90 days ago, what a good buy. $94. And got up to, around 200. But that's only like 100% return. Come on, we're so spoiled in sports cards with our returns. I mean, look at this beautiful chart. It's going up, 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 up. But I don't know how much longer that continues. I mean, I actually kind of feel like for this being a pink chrome pink refractor under $200, I mean, it feels like a good value to me. Very low pop count, only 321. but I doubt it's even going for 150. Yeah, 199. Let's pull it up lowest. Because if I had this card, I would be selling it for less than 200. Yeah, no one's selling it for less than 200. Here's the update pink. Yeah, 200. I'm not buying that. I may sell it. I may sell that card. We're rolling into the baseball season. Eloy's going down. That went down. That went down. A lot of baseball's going down. Granted, we're looking at a down chart. There's a lot that went up too, for sure. But I'm very hesitant to buy baseball right now. Other than your legends, Frank Thomas, Barry Bonds, Derek Jeter. Since they're going down, going down. To me, for these guys, legends like this, I don't say going down. In my mind, they're on sale. I wait for this. It only happens, a few times a year. Legit, that's a legit sale there. 25% or so, I'm in. Shohei Ohtani, 2018 Topps Chrome update. Pop count of 1428, down 22.5% on the week. Here we are, 140 bucks to start the week. Latest sale of 103. Interesting. He did really well in spring training. He was really kind of lighting the world on fire. People were very interested in him. He looks really good. He always looks really good, in my opinion, when he's healthy. But the question is always, can he stay healthy? Let's pull this chart back 60 days. Why 60? I don't know. I just felt like it instead of 90. Done nothing but go up. This was a guy I was recommending to my Sports Card Society. We were buying him back in January. I think even a little earlier in January. So because I remember we were getting him for around 50 bucks. And look, he got up to around 140. It's just a lot of good stuff, but I think, to me, I look at this and I feel like it's kind of flat, maybe going down. It's kind of the repeat of this right here. You see this thing right there? Take a look at it. Take a look at this right here and compare it to this. Don't they look very similar? Now, is it going to go back up like this one did? I don't think so. Unless he, comes out and in his first 5 games hits 5 homers and strikes out 50 people. Does something just kind of spectacular. I don't think so. I think this is probably kind of the top for now. I think I'm going to stay away. I actually may sell this. I actually may be a sell on that. Next, Fernando Tatis. Fernando. I remember one time my partner and I, she and I went to a drive-in movie over on the Olympic Peninsula in Washington, because we live in Seattle. It's in a town called Port Townsend or Port Angeles? I think it was Port Townsend. I think they have a drive-in movie theater. And they had, what's that movie with Cher and, what is it? Mamma Mia. It was Mamma Mia 2. And it was, when you go into a drive-in, they play 3 movies, or 2 or 3, and that was one of them. They had this song that was Fernando. To this day, we just repeat it because it was just corny, but kind of funny. I don't know. Anyways, moving on back to sports. Yeah, sports, man. Sports, yeah. Beer. 2019 Bowman Chrome. Pop count of 834. I have this card. I like this card. Down about 22%. Yeah, I really like this card. I have it. I probably should have sold it when it was around 400. But I don't have that much Tatis for some reason. That's my best Tatis rookie card I have. Started the week 340, end of the week at 255. Let's pull it back 90 days. Yeah. Here it is in December, going for 120. Worked its way up to 238. Wow. And then it kind of went down, kind of chilled. And then it worked its way up all the way to, I know it went for damn near 400 bucks. And now it's been kind of sliding down, as you can see over here. So I wouldn't be buying this. Depending on where you bought it, I'd either be a hold or a sell. If I bought it for 120, I may be trying to get out of it right here because I think it probably goes down some more. I'm guessing its floor is somewhere around 200. 150 to 200. Probably maybe 175 to 200 to get even more accurate. Good looking card, obviously. I like it. These Bowman Chromes. Good picture. I'm not even going to go to... Let's check what the PSA 9 did, by the way. Yeah, BGS 9.5 too. Let's check those out. They followed fairly similar paths. The BGS 9s, obviously, they don't have the pop count on here for it, but there's obviously not a whole lot of them because these little dots are like sales, not a whole lot of dots. The 9, 90 days ago, was 43. Hit a high of about 125, so good return on the 9 too. Don't poo-poo 9s. And now the latest sale of that is 83. And over the last 90 days, the 10 has gone up 113%, the 9's gone up 90% as of the actual 90-day span. But, you know, if you go to the heights, the 10 went up about over 200%, and the 9 went up damn near 200%. The BGS 9.5 went up 240. I mean, if you were able to snag this back here at $50, boy, that does seem like a deal, doesn't it? But I just show you this quick so you can see how these things kind of travel together. Like I showed you on the delta factor here, where I showed you these three here. You know, they didn't really go out like this. Now this is comparing different grades. On the delta factor here on this picture, I'm actually comparing 3 different cards in the PSA 10 grade. So you can do that too, obviously. You just select the different sets, and then of course their base cards or whatever cards you want to look at. But I think I'm either a hold, like I'm literally holding it. I mean, I bought it. I could have sold it here for a nice profit. I just didn't because I just kind of didn't want to. I bought it a little before his big contract. Actually, I think I bought it like right when his big contract was announced because I knew this stuff was going to go up. And of course it did. I think I got it for solidly under $300, and then it went up to, I think I got it for like $275. So it went up to, you know, I knew it was going to go up quick. It went up to about $400 very quickly, and I just didn't sell it because I wasn't sure what it was going to do, and I just wasn't that motivated to sell it because I like Tatis. It's my best rookie card of him, but I probably should have just sold it, and so I'm going to hold it now for my next opportunity. Next time it hits $400, which will probably be a little while, I'll probably sell it. So next on the list, Randy Johnson, 1989 Upper Deck. Pop count of 4,443, down 21% on the week. I might be a buy on this one too. I mean, it looks like it's on sale to me. Oh yeah, Expos. Love it. I think he's got 2 rookie cards where he's got the Expos uniform on, at least 2 that I've seen. Started the week at 370, went nothing but down, ended the week at 278, so it went down $100. Let's pull it back 90 days. Randy Johnson, legend. Interesting. So 90 days ago, you could have got this for $118. Went up to $346, and then it went down to about $228, and then it went back up to about $380, and now it's down to $278. Interesting. So I think this is kind of its floor here, around this $225 mark. So that's a pretty decent discount. Let's go to eBay and see what we can find. I may be a buy on this one. So you're getting kind of the pattern here. If I'm buying baseball right now, it's probably Legends that are on sale. Dang, man. Was there really not one under 300? I mean, I don't blame them. Well, you can come here and make an offer. Because like I said, I think the floor was probably about 225, and it's been up to about 380. So if you can get this card for under 300, I'd feel pretty good about that. It's not like a quick flip. It's something where, you know, you're just waiting for it to go back up because in my opinion, it will. So I'll put a link in this one just because of this one here. I feel, and this one too, you can make an offer on, I would probably make an offer on both of these. But I think if I can get this one for under 300, ideally 275, I'd feel good about that. So I'll put a link in the description for that one too, and maybe it continues to go down. If nothing else, you know, click the link in the description and you can click save the search, and eBay will keep you updated on this card. And really, if you've never done that before, you can go in here and select prices and stuff like that, and then it'll save the literal search. And one of the reasons I leave the link in the description for these is because, you know, this is such a nice refined search that brings up the real card for you instead of a lot of fluff and bull. And that ends the list. So we had 4 cards that I think were at least potential buys. I'll put links for those in the description. Check out the audio on the podcast. Join the newsletter. It's free. Join the Sports Card Society because it's fantastic. And you get, I spend time every day researching and finding my sports card investment pick of the day. I make a video exclusively for my members, lay out all the research I find and what I plan on doing with the card. It's really good. Plus, the private Discord is one of the best in sports card investing. I'd argue that with anybody. And then the Delta Factor, laying out how I'm able to find all those cards. Plus, you get those bonuses. You get the free month of the society and a year of the private Discord. And the society is only $12.99 a month or $129 a year. Good stuff. But I think that's probably about it. So that was the list again. Here it is, just to go through it. You can scan it as we go through it. Looks like 6 modern guys and 4 legends. So I think that's what I got for you today. Click the subscribe notification bell, lightly tap that like button. Links for everything in the description, including the Market Movers tool here and the discount code. Stay classy. Thank you again for watching. I will see you tomorrow.